Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the official Werx YouTube channel. Today we're back for In the Works with Alex and Cameron. So today we're going to go over some staking stuff, look at the market. Obviously, we've got the beautiful chart up right now. So lots of things going on with Para. So we're going to talk about everything. We're just waiting on Cameron to come back. He's going to grab some coffee and then come on with us. But a lot of exciting stuff going on. Crypto space is looking really good right now. You know, whether it's a start of a bull run or a bear trap, I think that comes to matter of opinion at this point, I think. So welcome, everybody. And we will get started here in just a few minutes. Cameron is here. Hey, Cameron, how you doing, brother? No worries. Take your time. I'm going to just take a minute and share this on Twitter. We'll get it out there if you guys want to go and share it as well. I'm going to share it on my Twitter and the Para Twitter account as well.
Okay, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me okay or no? All right, is that working?
Still can't hear you.
Really? Son of a gun. Okay.
But welcome, everybody. It's good to see everybody. Got Wildlife, Jose, Crypto Mom, Sashihari, Crypto Sonia, Sebastian. It's good to see everybody. Let me catch up on the chat here real quick. Spew some secrets quick. Well, that's not going to happen today, but
hey, I think it's working.
Unless Cameron's got some, I don't think he does have any secrets to spill today, but hopefully he'll.
Alex, will you
take your time, Cameron? We'll hang out for a little bit. Guys, we still do have some raffle spots left for the Para Prepper single raffle, and then we do have plenty of spots left for the mega raffle. I think what we're going to do is we're going to extend that out for another week. It's no big deal. Everybody can just take their time getting entries in, and then we can always. Cameron, you ready?
Can you hear me though?
I still can't hear you.
It's on your end, I think.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Shoot.
There we go. My bad. That was me.
Okay, good deal. No, I'm glad we got it solved.
But so we've got spots left. I think we have. Let me check. I was just been getting some last minute raffles, and we got 6 spots left on the Prepper raffle, and then we have, I believe, 23 spots on the mega raffle. So, get your entries in, and if we fill up the Prepper raffle while we're on here, we'll go ahead and draw for it. So no big deal. And if not, we'll just extend it to next week. If we get the entries in between now and maybe Monday, maybe I'll just hop on and do a video and do the drawing and then get it sent out for the Prepper. That way you guys can get it staked while it's unlocked. So welcome, Cameron. It's good to see you. How are you?
Good to see you. Yeah, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Good. It's been a busy morning, but I'm glad we're here and talk about this beautiful chart we have going on and how crypto is up for the time being.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, the Para chart is looking fantastic. It was so great to see another big buy come through yesterday. The buybacks have been in place, so slowly but surely we've been buying the chart back from the pro NFT sales, and yeah, things are looking great. So yeah. I'm loving the green. Now, I mean, we can talk
Absolutely.
about,
And, after the last year that we've had, any green is.
I think there's a lag.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I was just going to say, I know when we were chatting, we said that we might be talking about the market and stuff like that. I mean, it's I'm not fully convinced that we're in a bull run, but I do know that Para's in a good spot, and yeah, I mean, take the wins while you can, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And like I was saying, after the last year that we've had of this market, any type of green for any amount of days, I think is awesome. So, like you said, we'll take it for as long as we can.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I don't want to be the one saying, "Hey, it's all it's all clear, come out." I mean, I don't know that. There's a lot more to develop. I do technical analysis. I do trading. Every week, every day. So, I mean, I'm not totally convinced, but I love seeing it. Love seeing the green, but mostly, I mean, obviously, we're here to talk about Para and focus in on Para. And I mean, there's people. We had it was over 5 Ethereum yesterday, big buy yesterday, which was fantastic. Yep. Yeah. So
yeah, we did. It was great to see. There's been a lot of buys coming in. And also ETH going up too helps the chart as well, and it helps just the whole space in general. And I think that's what we need. There's just so much going on in the space right now with everything that's gone on with exchanges and everything that, I think a lot of people are hesitant, but it's projects like Para and what we're working on that are going to bring, safety and maybe a little bit more peace of mind to people so they can come in and invest in stuff like this.
Yeah. Yep, definitely. And Para is the one to do it. I mean, for a lot of reasons, as far as we see what's been going on with a lot of these exchanges, obviously the FTX, it was really funny. I took my kids to the dentist 2 days ago, and on their counter was a magazine from a month before the FTX collapse, and SBS was on the cover talking about the new Warren Buffett, and it was literally the publication the month before the collapse of FTX.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, people are hesitant, but regulations got to come probably in some form or another or whatever it is. But what I love about Para is we're 100% ready. Whatever the compliance means, we'll be compliant. And what we're building, and this is why if you look at what's been accomplished over the last year, we're federally regulated. We have our federal payment processing certificate, the fintech. Sorry, no, it slipped my mind. FinCEN. Sorry, it slipped my mind. The FinCEN. So federally, we're there. We're going through. We're a registered business. Obviously, we're doxed. This is a real world IRL generate revenue business, and that's what Para is about. And then we incorporate crypto. We're big crypto, right? And the payment processing that is being developed is so that people can use crypto as money. We say they're cryptocurrencies, but until this point, you really haven't been able to buy much with it. So yeah, it's fun, and what Para is doing and some other businesses out there are really going to change the space and bring more confidence to the space.
Yeah, absolutely. So there is one thing that I want to talk about before I forget. So we're coming up on, believe it or not, almost 4 months since staking was released. And so a lot of those 120 days staking things are coming up, even though the platform's unlocked. I want to talk about something that I know Lee had mentioned a while back, but just for future, if you do stake with 120 days or 90 days, 60 days, or 30, whatever it is, once your staking event comes unlocked, if you don't unstake, you will continue to get the multiplier that you had while it was locked. So if you don't unstake those tokens, you're going to continue like normal, but you'll have access to those tokens whenever you want them. So you don't have to unstake as soon as it unlocks. You can just leave it in there and continue to get your 100% multiplier on your tokens if you want. I've had that question asked a few times. I do just want to 100% clarify that. And I think that's pretty awesome. You don't have to spend the money to unstake and then restake to continue to get your multiplier. I think that's pretty awesome. Now, if you want to add tokens like rewards, you will have to unstake and add those in and then restake. But that's just something I wanted to clarify with everybody.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. Now, I mean, keep in mind if you like bought a Para Pro and you unstaked and then restaked it, that starts over the 120 days. We've had a couple events where with the NFTs or whatever, we've let people out early so that they could get their NFTs and then restake them together and get those extra rewards. So yeah, I mean, wherever you're at, but that is the perk, if you've been in for the 120 days and or 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, whatever it is, and you want to just stay in there and get those rewards, it's awesome. You'll just be earning those rewards, and then you have that flexibility to pull out whenever you need to.
Yeah, absolutely. And Lee has mentioned doing some unstaking events now and again. So like now did an unstaking event for the pro release, and so he's kept his word on that as well. And so you can buy the pros and you can stake them. We still don't have a official date on when we're going to relock the staking platform. So, we're not going to leave anybody high and dry. Just want to make sure everybody knows that too, is we'll give everybody adequate time to, make adjustments or whatever they want to do before it gets relocked. So as soon as we have a 100% date, we'll release it to everybody.
I think it's going to be February 1st. I've thrown that out to the team. Really, I'm just kind of waiting for Lee to make that call. But I think it's going to be February 1st. It's about 2 weeks from now. But I mean, as of right now, enjoy it. Enjoy being able to come in and come out. Save up while you can, buy a pro, get it staked. Just take advantage of it while you can. But I think we're going to lock it February 1st.
Sounds good. Yeah, I think that's great. With the few problems we had with the pros, giving people extra time, to stake them is always good. So, and if you haven't taken advantage of the staking platform, which most people in here probably have, if you need help or have any questions, please reach out to one of us, any of the admins in Telegram, or Rad or me. Personally, we can help you out for sure.
Yeah, I really love the staking platform. I think it's great. And what I like about this is the NFTs have a genuine utility. You can use our utilities. Obviously, everyone knows this, but just to kind of, I mean, if you are new to the stream or you haven't heard of Para or anything, I mean, I guess this is news to you, but I love that we're not just, a lot of people are here for the art. Para is too. I mean, if you look at what we've done, it's amazing. But if you look at what it does, I think it's also amazing. It genuinely brings, money into your pockets.
Yeah. Right away. I mean, I was introducing the pros to people and telling them, what you could do with them. And I've had comments multiple times about, there's instant utility with these NFTs. There's nothing to wait on, no game to use them in that hasn't been developed yet or hasn't been released. You can take them. Not only are they awesome, if you haven't seen them, we'll go look at them here in a minute just for a second, but you can stake them right away and earn way more. I mean, you're going to see a significant increase in your token rewards. It's 50%.
Yeah.
So
look at this real quick. I mean, what you have pulled up, 15.5, almost 0.6 billion tokens.
Yeah.
The total circulating supply, I mean, this is over half of the circulating supply.
Right. Yeah. Not necessarily locked, but it's all in the staking platform. I mean, it is amazing. And it hit that very, very quickly. It wasn't like it's been over the last 4 months. We've had 15 billion tokens staked for a couple months steady.
Yeah.
So
it's just steady. And I think that's because this community, and I'll give Lee the credit and being, having the team be transparent. And, we do the weekly huddle and we do the Saturday show is what we're trying to do now. But to be able to really share that vision, I think the community gets the vision and the community understands what is taking place and the connections that we have or Lee has to really bring this to the to the next level. I mean, it's great to see. This community is really energetic. This community is really supportive, and I think really everyone understands what this is about. So that's why, I mean, yeah, we got to 15 billion tokens like within, was it like a week from launch?
It was very quick. I mean, we thought it was gonna we hit 10 billion, and I think that was a big goal and milestone for us, and it was like a few days. I want to say that we had hit 10 billion, and then it kept going and going and going.
Yeah.
Just didn't really stop. So
yeah. Well, and it's kind of interesting. Normally when you see, so you have staking, and so staking, people do the locks, and then you can tell, after the 4-month lock or the 6-month lock or whatever it is, there's usually big red candles because people unstake and then they sell off and blah blah blah. We've I mean, we're unstaked right now. You can go and unstake right now regardless of your lock, right? So
yep.
This number is just holding steady. The community understands what is being built. And Alex, you are now privy to kind of seeing behind the scenes, working with the developers that we've recently hired, the team, and what's been going on there. I mean, like, tell the people, dude, it's something to behold, is it not?
It is. The best thing I can say in the best possible way is it's insanity. In the best way, it is what they're doing. And I'll be completely honest. There's probably half the stuff they talk about, I'm sitting here going, I don't know what that means. But it's obviously open forum in there. We can ask questions, explain things, and they are working incredibly hard. If I thought that the team was working hard before, now that I get to see more of it, it's pretty awesome. And the communication, I'm going to give this to Cam on this. The communication in there is really good, and that goes a long way from Cameron doing a lot of the organizing now, and things are flowing, and the new developers that are coming in, and you watch them talk together, and it looks like to me, and I know Cam said the same thing, they're really meshing really well with Spencer, and seeing Spencer in there working, and it's amazing to be able to see that. It's like you're a fly on the wall in a room that you've never been in before, and it probably took a good 4 or 5 days to really sit back and see it all, and so it's been awesome, and I'm very thankful for that, to be able to help more in more ways.
Yeah, well, we're grateful to have your help and everything that you and Rad is in this group as well. We just wanted to, we brought you and Rad in here just to get some perspective and everything. But I'm telling you, it's amazing, and the team is meshing so well. Jeff and David have been amazing, great additions to the team. There are other developers. I mean, and they've just hit the ground running with Spencer and are just off. They're just going. Now, I'm grateful to Lee because he's trusted me with really managing this project specifically, as well as doing the operations for Para. So I'm with these guys every day, just talking, keeping up, and making sure everything's good, and communication. I mean, everyone's just gelling. Everyone's gelling and flowing. And David, I mean, he builds apps for a living. I mean, this is what he does as a job, day in and day out. And now he's building our app. He's super, super, super knowledgeable, super good. And then Jeff is a flippin' database wizard, and then Spencer, what he does day in and day out is APIs. You take these guys and you put them together, and it's just the dream team, honestly. So I'm super, super happy, and obviously I'm happy that with the team that we have. I mean, all of the advisors and people involved, they're willing to help. Lee posted, hey, we need to update. CoinGecko still doesn't have our supply, right? I think we had 5 people. Hey, I can help out, right? Which is awesome. So yeah, I really feel like the energy's there, the enthusiasm's there. Everyone's helping out how and when they can. And we're just cleaning house. I mean, that Trello board start of the year was actually pretty full, and it's pretty sparse now. Like it's just, we wake up and invent our day. So it's pretty amazing.
And it's little things like fixing the CoinGecko stuff, getting things like that it might not seem big. It's very, very small to certain people on the team because they have way more important things to work on. But there's, like you said, there's 4 or 5 other people that can take that on and help out with it. And that way, the really, really important things, the stuff that's being done can get done, and they don't have to stop what they're doing. We can take that on and help get that done. And it just keeps all that stuff going. The wheels keep turning instead of having to stop to submit a request for this or that, it's with the things Pair's doing, it is important. It's the little things that matter, right? So we want those things to be right. When people go to look at it, we want the supply to be right. And you think it would be easy to get that done, to change it, but it's not, and that's where, crypto list comes in, something that we really, really need. And that will be done. And I can't wait for that too, just for other projects as well, for that to be done.
I'm excited for that as well. We've got it all mapped out, but I knew coming into it when we did the acquisition that crypto list was not going to be the top priority. But it's a big piece of the whole ecosystem. But for right now, the biggest focus, the main focus, is the payment processing, and then from there, we'll work on the next few things. But yeah, I mean, it's good. I mean, it's really fun to see everything come together, see the team work, and Lee's just got a really keen eye for all the small details. Because I'll be honest, I like the CoinGecko and Coin Market Cap. They're tracking some stuff wrong. It's like it didn't register on my radar, but that's right. Lee's like, hey, we got to get this done. And he really does care about even the small things, which is great. I mean, this is why he's in charge.
Yep. And those are the small things that when you have a growing team, that there may be, say, 8 people that don't see it, but one person, all they need to do is bring it up and we can all go, oh, okay, yep, we'll take care of it and get it done. If you don't think about it or don't see it, it won't get done, right? So it's one of those things where we just present the issue and somebody picks it up and gets it done. And that's exactly what we need. And like I said, it's little things that people are going to come in and see that just need to be right. And I don't know that there's a whole lot of people that it matters to right now. I mean, I haven't had many messages on the supply being wrong, but later on down the road, it's going to matter, to new people coming in or bigger investors coming in, things like that. So all the info about this project needs to be spot on, and but it'll get done. So, but yeah, super excited about the team and what they're doing. So,
well, and I mean, this may not be a popular opinion, but I'm kind of hoping that the bull run isn't on yet, because we're still building. We got time. So I'm hoping that, so typically markets, they go up, they consolidate, they come down, they consolidate, they go back up, consolidate, right? Mm-hmm. So it's always this level change and then going sideways, and then a level change and going sideways. I mean, we've been going down, we've been going sideways. I think that we're probably in a lower range. I think that we're, going to be going sideways a bit. So we'll see. I mean, there'll be confirmation. We'll know when the next bull run is for sure on. This would be potentially an early sign of it. Either way, we're here, we're building, and what is happening behind the scenes and what's going to be brought to the public is eventually won't matter if we're in a bull run or bear run.
Yeah, and that's a huge, bold statement to make. And Lee said it himself that, and we've talked about this probably every week, and we probably will, because it just shows the confidence. I wouldn't say it's being cocky at all. I'd say it's being confident about what you're doing as a project. and the team that you have to be able to say that no matter what type of market we're in, when we release this, I don't see how we're not going to, go up, right? So to be able to say that is, I mean, it's bold, but it's also very confident. And if you know Lee personally, like we do, it's not him being cocky at all. It's just he knows, you guys know, like I said, the team that we have and the things that we're working on.
Yep. No, Lee's a very humble guy. So there's
Indeed.
there's no hubris in that. It's just really planning and developing a strategy and a product that people are going to need. So, and by the way, so just I talked to a lot of people about the user interviews, and I'm pushing that back a little bit. I think what we're going to do is get a little bit more developed, and then actually bring some people in, and we'll do some user interviews. Right now, I thought it would be a good time, and I was wrong. So hang tight. We'll be doing that soon enough, but not yet.
Yeah, and Cameron's doing a lot. So not like again, now that I'm in there, I can see that there's nights where he and I will be messaging, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just do this tomorrow because it's I know what you guys have been doing all day, and it's been busy. So and prioritizing what needs to be done now versus what we can push off is absolutely 100% crucial. Being able to realize that, hey, this can wait. We need to focus on this instead of getting things done that we don't really need to do right now, and focusing on what really needs to happen.
Sorry. Yeah, we're definitely doing some triage. We posted time management matrix. I mean, everyone has probably seen this in the group, but it's like my favorite thing. It's just basically making sure that what we're doing is important, and we're not running around with our hair on fire, going from one thing to the next. It's planned out and anticipated, and that's where the team is at right now. It's just fantastic. But yeah, so banker, this is the question, my guy.
The most popular question.
Yes. So how will revenue streams translate to token holders / benefits buyback to push pricing? So that's really it. We have to see exactly what's possible. I mean, because here's the thing, we have a theory, and everything in development and creation is a theory until you apply it, right? And then you go, okay, it can work this way. So we get going, we're like, all right, so what do we want to do for para holders? Well, we ran into a snag. And honestly, when we launched this in the MVP, which is the minimum viable product, right? We may not have, like if you hold para, there may not be extra benefits for you in that first version. Now we're going to have a version 2, a version 3, a version 4, and keep building and scaling that out. Just because we were developing this, we're like, wait a second, we have an issue. How do we do this thing here, right? Now I won't go into why, but the big benefit right now for para holders is going to be the buybacks. That's basically it. Now I can't get into too much, but what I said right there will actually mean a lot more in the future. So just kind of leave it at that. But like the revenue that para generates, because think about like Visa, Amex, Discover Card, whatever. When you like swipe your card at the store, right? There's a charge to process that payment. On average, it's like 2.5%. I've been seeing rates go up. Stripe raise their rates to 2.9%, right?
Yep.
So it's somewhere between 2.5 to 3 to 3.5, depending on where you're at. Well, the merchant pays that fee. Well, when it's crypto and you take your phone and you boop the POS system and you pay for it, it's crypto. So there is no payment processing fee that, for Visa or Amex or anything like that. Like that's not part of it. So we will charge a much less fee We do have a plan of complete market dominance because I think of how we're going about it enables us to really be competitive and give these merchants a big, basically a pay raise, because now they're not paying these higher fees. That generates our revenue. Now we have to really see what it's going to be. We can't say 20% of our revenue is going to buybacks. We have no idea. It might be 1 or 2%. It could be 10%. It could be whatever. We have to see what the overhead is and the cost of operations and everything like that.
Yeah, and the overall revenue coming in from it as well. I mean, you have some goals, some things we're gonna strive for, but until, like you said, until you put it out there and it starts and it's active, you really just don't know. So
that's right.
If you look at the buybacks that are happening now and the significance they're making, just the little ones that they're doing, it makes a big difference. Yeah. So imagine this platform with the revenue coming in, that the possibility and the buybacks that could occur.
Right. 100%. So a portion, whatever it ends up being, a portion of the revenue will go to buy Para tokens. And then from that point, we also as a team have to discuss, what's happening with these tokens. I know a good portion of them are going to be going into the staking pool, but maybe something else happens with a portion of the tokens. Maybe we burn them. I don't know. I mean, I'm a big fan of buying tokens and then burning them. I like that idea, right? Yeah. You add liquidity, you remove supply, you're burning the candle from both ends, both of which increase the price. So I think I'm a big fan of burns. So maybe there's something that happens there. But yeah, right now that's the biggest push, right? And I guess I just want to put this out there. Like I said, I don't know the percentage. I don't know what the buybacks will be. But with our early projections, our first goal would basically be generating about $700,000 for the company every month. That's our first big goal, right? Yeah. So that's a ton of money. Just buy the buy. $700,000 a month is a ton of money. But those are realistic projections for what we're doing. And that's kind of, it's not the ground floor. That would be a big goal to hit, right? But that would be an early goal. We could be doing much, much more. So, if you look at any percentage of numbers that high, it starts to add up.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a significant amount, and it's not a year. It's not, you're talking every month, right? So that's big. And I think that's a very, very healthy goal to strive for. So Sebastian, that's probably all you're going to get today, brother. Sorry.
Yeah, we've had some team discussions about keeping some tighter lips so we don't sink some ships. You know what I mean?
Well, and here's the thing. So I got two things to say. It shows when things come out, it shows the excitement that the team has for what's going on and the want to tell everybody about it. It just unfortunately doesn't work that way. In order things to work, it has to be kept, in-house. And, but we would love to share anything and everything. It has to be created and put out there first. And I also want to talk about burns real quick. He was talking about buyback and burns. That is more or less the only way to do a burn. If you do a burn straight from the deployer wallet, it just doesn't do anything for the project. So like you said, you're buying, you're putting money into the project, but you're removing the supply, which is the only way to do a burn, in my opinion. We've come so far in the last year and a half in crypto, where people used to, we're doing a big token burn, but it's just straight from the deployer wallet. Well, it doesn't really help. So I think that's a great idea. The supply is already pretty small compared to a lot of projects, or where it used to be. The supply was huge when Para started, and now it's only a fraction of that. since the relaunches. So, but that's a great idea. Whether they'll do that or not, who knows? It's just a kind of throwing ideas out there, but it is a great way to do it.
Yeah. So you'll like this answer to this question, banker. This is not including any projections to do with the large retailer. This is just us taking a portion of the existing market share. The existing market share, and the portion that we're talking about is 0.2%. So of the total market share of people that would use crypto to pay for goods and services, to buy some milk, to buy a cup of coffee with it, if you take that entire market, if we get 0.2% of that market, these are the type of numbers we're talking about. So it's not like we're saying, hey, we're going to come in and we're going to have 80% of the market, and we're, it's not unrealistic. 0.2% of a market share as a floor, totally doable, totally realistic.
And if you take that, if you really think about that 0.2% and look at the broader picture, that's a very, very small percentage. Like Cam said, you could take over half, but it's crazy. It blows your mind that little bit can go so far.
To scale this out to be in the large retailer, as it's deemed, it would. I don't even know what that would mean right now. I haven't done the projections, but I just know that would be so significant. it would be unbelievable, and really will be, right? Because that's the thing. It's they're there. Yeah. But no, what we're talking about is just users. We will be opening this up, and I will say this: we will be opening this up to everyone. Everyone will be able to use this app. Now, the big focus, and for the first version of this, right, the MVP version of this, it's point of sale systems, it's merchants, right? But this will be available to everyone. So I guess I'll just leave it there. This scales pretty easily.
Yeah. Yep. And the fact that the idea was just kind of brought up. I think Lee's an ever going think tank. I think he's constantly thinking of ways to improve either the space or the project. And that's a great thing for us as investors. He's always trying to make it better, safer. And that's exactly what we're going for in this space. And he's the one that's leading us. And like Cameron said, he's the one that's created this community, and we're the ones that are just going to carry it out for him. Right. He can't do it on his own, and everything that's going on, he needs a lot of help. And, I'm really thankful for Cameron being in there to kind of direct us and help us with that too. So,
well, I appreciate it, but I want to put it back to the team. One, the team's there to help out, and two, Lee has been awesome enough to kind of allow me to direct and kind of be I feel like a jerk sometimes, but kind of be that jerk, be the pusher. So, I appreciate it. I'm happy to be there. But I want to well, anyway, there was a thought I had, kind of talking, just going back real quick to the small retailer or the larger retailer. Shoot, sorry. Slip my.
Did you lose it?
That's not that important. Never mind.
Any upcoming perks with the NFTs?
Honestly, not that I know of, but there's definitely a possibility with, like you said, Lee is constantly thinking about these things. I don't know of any other perks with the NFTs right now. The main thing is going to be, the staking rewards, the multipliers.
Yeah, and I think the most interesting thing about the Puros is when you go look at it, um, right here. We've had a lot of questions about that with the gaming tag on there. Um, there's been mentions of it one day possibly being, but that maybe that's another possibility, um, of these being able to be used in a game of some sort. So I think that's obviously not a priority right now, but I think that might be the only other thing that they could be used for, which I think would be awesome. I think there's going to be a huge market for gaming in this industry when it comes about and becomes popular. I think that's up for discussion, or for opinions. It may be a couple of years, but I think that might be the only thing that I can think of right now that they might be used for something different.
Yeah.
As far other than staking, would be possibly gaming. So
yeah, I mean, I don't want people to take this and run away with it, but I do remember seeing in that video that Rad put out, Para the year in review.
yeah,
I think that was talked about initially at some point, was the NFTs would be part of game creation or something like that. I
well,
wasn't a part of Para at that point.
yeah. Well, we had a lot of all those VCs in Telegram when Para first started with Lee, and he would always throw these ideas out there about how you could have the dog parachuting down in the game, or something like that, and this was all just sitting there having fun and talking about what ifs.
Yeah.
Probably a year ago, but there's been discussions of that and maybe doing uh, collabs with other projects and things like that, and games, and just talking about fun stuff. But anything's possible, and like you said, Lee's always thinking of stuff, and wanting to be wanting to give people more options, if you will, as far as what to use these for. So I wouldn't be surprised if these were used for that in the future. But what does the future hold for Para? There's so much going on that will this be part of it or not? Who knows? But like
Right.
the banker said, I'll take 5 to 50% any day. Yeah, there's a lot of NFTs out there that people are buying that you can't do anything with. They're cool, but they just sit in your wallet. So
yeah, I mean, the other thing is we want to make sure that what we're developing is at the right time. So I would love to. I mean, I think it would be so fun to be a part of developing this and having it be a part of a game, or who knows, right? And there are a lot of possibilities. I mean, you can do so many things with with NFTs. But I'll tell you, the team is laser focused on what we're currently working on. So yeah, maybe on the weekends we dream a little bit. But yeah, I mean, typically we're just focused on what we've got going on and what we're building, because we get that foundation set. And like I said, I think I said this in the space, the Wednesday huddle, is if the payment processing was the only thing Para was doing, the only thing that Para was building, that alone would be enough to be, for me, not DYOR, but for me, that would be enough to be all in on the project. So, but let alone, I mean, there's so much more that is going on that Para will be building. So yeah, it's pretty incredible.
yeah, it is. And where the space is going, it's kind of evolved so much in the last year. It's all hardly recognizable anymore. But you really have to look at a project and what they're really doing. And is it going to be something that's for fun, or is it going to be something that's real and for business? There's always things out there, projects that you can be a part of that are just going to be fun and cool, and you can play a game or whatever. And then there's the projects that are going to build something huge and be real life. And I think you're going to find out that those projects are few and far between, sooner probably rather than later. And the projects that are going to have real life use case are going to survive, and the other ones, they may not. So building something real is what you want.
Well, and regardless, because DeFi is so fun, and it's so different, right? I mean, there's a big part of DeFi that's like they love the meme aspect. They love the marketing outside of like traditional corporate, kind of boardroom marketing and stuff like that. So I definitely get it. It's a place where people are experimenting. It really is a true free market. Unfortunately, there's a lot of scams and there's things like that, but it's a true space of freedom. And people love it. And there's experimenting and, a whole bunch of different stuff like that. We're very transparent about our process. Our process is that of compliance, of having the right licenses, of having the right registrations, and being, we want to be a real world business, and that's our approach to it, right? Where we're not going in and saying, okay, we're just a meme coin and whatever. We're a business that is using elements of crypto. We're giving what we perceive, and the market will determine, real value to crypto, or at least another utility. If you're able to take a crypto that maybe is a meme coin, but you can also buy milk with it, that became a little bit more valuable because of what we've done.
Yeah. Just talking about, those types of coins, and, we come from the day of SHIB when it did its run, and now you're coming into where we are now. And, why people ask me all the time, why invest in Para? And I'm like, well, there's a lot of reasons, but, they're registered with FinCEN as a payment processor, so how many other projects do that, right? The projects aren't going to do that if they're not for real, right? If they're out for scams, they're not going to be federally regulated for a payment processor. So, to feel safe with something like that is also, big. And so it's just one little tiny reason why,
No, definitely. Yeah. And so, I mean, there's plenty of room for all sorts of projects. And so, we don't want to cast shade on those that are doing something different, but yeah, we're very clear with our approach and what we are doing. And, the reason why, so Crypto List, what I was building and developing before the acquisition, I mean, I went with Para. There was other opportunities like Crypto. I don't know if I've ever even told this, but Crypto List had 3 opportunities to go. Like we could pick from a total of 4 companies. And we went with Para because I really like Lee. I thought he think he's a good guy. But it was kind of a no-brainer with what was being built, right? And also kind of evaluating what team is really going to be able to execute and deliver on what they said that they're going to do. And I'll tell you, it was a pretty good choice. Looking back at those others, it would have probably not panned out so well. So Para's good.
Yeah, just to put a little humor in, I can tell you right now, I love the fact that the first time I met Lee, I got a piggyback ride, so I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know how many other people would do that. So to me, it shows Lee, he's a real person, man. He really is, and he's genuine and he's fun. And I tell you what, it's just hilarious the things that he has done and said, and but I love that about him.
Yeah, he's awesome. And he's a busy guy. He's busy. I think right now he's out at SHOT Show, which is fantastic. I think there's some other members of the team that are out there as well. So
I think one of the other advisors is out there for work too, and they go every year. Lee was there last year for this, and I want to say Rad might have been there last year, but I could be wrong. She might chime in here, but I want to say she was there last year with Lee, but yeah, it's something that he does every year, and for his work and stuff. But yeah, he is busy. Every time I message him, I'm like, I just, hey, how you doing? Oh, just busy. He's always doing something. So I'm there every year. Yeah, she's there every year.
Yeah, awesome.
I'm close to her. Hey, Q, Crypto Priest. Good to see you guys.
What's up, everyone? What's up, everyone in the chat? Hello.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions, please. I know the banker's not shy. He'll come out and he's got something on his mind. He'll say it. But anybody else, please. Yeah, she was there last year with Lee. Yeah, I remember. Cool. Yep. But yeah, anybody have any questions or anything while we're here? Been here almost an hour already for Wow, it's crazy.
Yeah. We'll have to wrap it up in the next few minutes. I'm sure you hear a lot of background noise. My house is it's crazy. I got kids and dogs running around, but this is what Saturdays will get you. So
Yeah, yeah, and my kids are sleeping right now, so it not as crazy at my house, but so it works
um,
out.
you I just saw that you asked this question, but let's just let's talk about this real quick. So there's still a 0% buy tax on Para.
Yes, yeah,
So that is something to take advantage of. Not only do we have the NFTs where you can get the multipliers and you can stake them and earn the Para rewards, but there is a 0% buy tax. Also a 0% transfer tax, which I think is really
always.
cool. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that to me that's huge. I mean, if you want to, bless somebody with some tokens, or if you happen to be in need of a new wallet address, you can transfer them. There's been a lot of projects I've been involved in that do an amount for transfers, and to me, I'm like that. I don't think that's fair because you're not selling, you're just transferring, most likely to one of your own wallets. But like I said, if you want to bless somebody and transfer some to somebody else, or say gift some to somebody, you can do that and not take a hit
Yeah.
on taxes. So I love that, and I don't know that we have just decided on a time to go back to regular taxes. Um, but the idea was people buying pros to get more tokens with and stake them together along with the unlock staking. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's great. Take advantage of it while you can, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I almost kind of like it this way. I would love to know what the community thinks. I mean, we're a community token, but do you like it better where it's 0.14 or do you like it 7.7? Let me know. Oh, thanks, MG. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I'll tell you that's not true, but I do appreciate it.
Hey, you guys have no, he looks all nice and great here, but you have no idea what he's like behind the scenes. I'm telling you, it's no, I'm just kidding. Not at all.
I try to keep it respectful, but trust me, I'm one track minded. When there's something I'm focused on, I'm like, I need that. Like, give me info on it now. No, it's good. It's good.
No, it's definitely needed. It's like your boss at work, right? You got to keep you on track. He's got to keep things getting done and organized, and sometimes being a little pushy is, not a bad thing. So
I'll be honest. It's been really nice because there's been a lot more communication. For whatever reason, I don't know what it is, but I'm just telling you, like, there's a shift. Like, there's a shift with the team. And the communication's just been better, and whatever. And so now it does feel like I'm not so much a jerk anymore because people are talking and they're willing to help out and everyone understands. But yeah, there was a little while where I was like, I'm just that guy. But
well, I think too the excitement too.
yeah,
You got to bring that into play too. The excitement with what's going on is at a high level, and so that helps too.
yeah,
Especially the market turning maybe just a little bit eases some of our minds, I think, and makes us more a little more interested in the market too. I think that's all playing a role in it. And but yeah, when things get organized and things are running smoothly, everything runs better. So.
Well, dude, I think you're right. I mean, like the market recovering, or at least knowing that the market. I see that, by the way. That's so funny. But like seeing the market recover, or at least being able to have a recovery, that it's not just dead and flat and Bitcoin's going to zero or whatever.
Right.
It definitely breathes life into the project. And it's so interesting to see. I don't know. It's just, I love the psychology behind it, because realistically, for me, I would like, when it's down, it's low, it's red, I'm like, that's the time to buy,
Yeah.
But when it starts to pump, it starts to move back up. It's like across the board, whether it's in the para chat, the para chart, the team, like it does. It really affects the psychology, and people feel better when they see green.
Yeah.
And so it's awesome.
Well, I think, not only a crypto winter, but, I really do think there's some sort of crypto like depression where everything's red and it's going down and everything seems like it's all going to just implode and fall apart and crypto's going to go away. And then we got to a point where it kind of bottomed out. I think people realized, okay, well, I think that maybe we're close to bottom. I don't think it's going anywhere. And now it's starting to go back up. Right. And so people have realized, okay, this might be here to stay. Again, because we think we do this every few years, right? It kind of plummets. We're all like, holy crap, what's going to happen? And then it recovers. And for those of us that have been doing it a while, we just kind of ride it out. But that in between where you're at its peak and then it just kind of falls, a lot of people are like, holy crap, what's going to happen? But I think once we hit that bottom and kind of start coming back up, it's, it definitely is getting better,
Yeah.
and or maybe we're just getting used to it. I don't know.
Can I tell you guys a secret?
Yes,
Listen, I'm not conceited, but I am 100% responsible for the pump in the market. Okay, because I was holding these long positions for about 2 months, kind of just laddering in, buying in. Spencer was like, "Hey, I want to try this trading bot out." I'm like, "Okay, cool." I sold at a loss, put it into the bot, and then the market goes right up. So I'm 100% responsible for the pump in the market, just so you guys know, because that is exactly how trading works.
So no, hold on. Your bad luck is responsible for the pump, because that's me too. It's like I don't know where to sell, and then I sell because I don't think it's going to go up, and it goes up, right? And so thanks for your bad luck. Thank Cameron for his bad luck, and
ultimately it worked out okay. I'm still happy. With it, with how it all worked. Okay, please talk about muffins. Trust me on this.
or donuts.
I don't. I mean,
we're talking about who. Does everybody know what muffin they are? I guess is that what she wants to talk about?
I don't know. I was, because Lee's the muffin man.
He is the man,
and he's 100% in on poppy seed muffins. So why. That's what I know. He loves poppy seed muffins. He's a big bull. He's bullish on poppy seeds, and he's the muffin man. Thanks, Banker. Love you. Banker's awesome. Banker's been messaging me. He's been given some advice and counsel behind the scenes. So yeah, thanks, Banker. Appreciate it.
Yeah. He's got great questions, brings great conversation, and is very optimistic, and he's also very selfish. We learned this last week, so thanks for sharing us, about that, and coming clean on that too. Not wanting the price to go up because you want to continue to buy. Which I think a lot of us feel the same way sometimes, but we also want it to go up. So
yes. Oh, I see. Rad's trolling Banker. Banker is on a diet.
Oh, we should need some pictures of some food then. Is that?
There we go.
You know the Muffin Man? We know the Muffin Man. I've met the Muffin Man.
I work for the Muffin Man. Oh man. Let's see. There's a question here.
Oh, because you're on keto. Yeah, so am I. We're on that too. So put him on cleanse and I'm getting revenge. He's not going to be back. Good job, Brad.
Yeah. Broderson, thanks. I listen, sacrifice. Look, it's we're working hard, Lee is sacrificing a lot. The team's sacrificing a lot, so I mean, I appreciate it, and thanks for the love and everything. But look, we're all in this together, and we're going to be part of the force that raises tides and raises all ships. So yeah, go ahead.
Lee honestly has probably made the ultimate sacrifice on the team, because for so long he was the one kind of organizing and running everything by himself.
Yep.
There he did have the two other ones helping with certain things, but a lot of the development and a lot of everything else to do with the token itself, contracts, things like that, Lee was kind of doing himself. And so now getting to the point, obviously bringing Cameron on and then bringing Spencer on and getting to that point, he has really put a lot out there to get us to this point. So, and that's why we're all doing everything we can and working as hard as we can to move it forward, to keep it moving forward, because he's got us here. So,
right.
Yeah, this last year's been rough on Lee and family. So
it's true. I mean, it's true. I want to. We like to keep it positive. We like to keep it all in the up and up. But yeah, I mean, as far as sacrificing, no one has made more sacrifices for Para than Lee, and it's been him. I mean, he's been running this thing, and I think we're finally to a place where I think we got the team in place where he has been, right. He's turned things over and he's like, hey, like, you guys, like, run this element, do this, do that, right. And it's going well. But yeah, it took some time. And look, there's a lot on the shoulders. I mean, keep in mind, like, we love you guys. Like, this is like my second family. Alex, I talk to you every single day. I talk to Brad every day. I talk to the banker every day. Sebastian and I go back, a long ways. I mean, I've, wildlife, and I mean, I'm just thinking everyone in here, Broderson, like, Fred and Q. I mean, seriously, like, how we interact like daily, and we've been interacting for a long time, and we know that, like, there's a certain pressure and a certain weight knowing that, like, real hours spent earning this money is invested in this project. There's a weight and a pressure with that, and a responsibility. So yeah, it's not easy to shoulder that. It's part of the job, right? It comes with it. But yeah, it that weight makes a dark day a little heavier. You know what I mean? Because it's not just you or what you're wanting to get done. When it seems like, okay, like, we have to pivot or we have to change, or that was a failure. It's not just your failure. It's also everyone's failure, right? And it's hard. It's heavy. But I'll tell you, I still, despite it all, I appreciate the sacrifice. I appreciate the work and everything that Lee has done and the team has done, and the investors and sacrifice, like team members, not just team members. What I'm saying, community members that are here. I mean, we're all in it. Like I said, we're all in it together, and I respect and appreciate that. But I do think that where we're at now and where we're going, we see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? That's kind of the hope and the energy and the motivation. So, yeah. But I'll tell you, yeah, like, there have been darker days for sure.
Well, and the community is just as big and part of this project as we are, right? Without the community believing and investing and holding tokens during a bear market and allowing the team to build is just as big as the team and what we're doing behind the scenes, right? It's equal, because without the community, people investing in this project, it's not going forward either. So we can't sell our community short, and they can't sell themselves short either. It is not easy to, hold strong during all this, and right. Very soon that patience is going to pay off, and, we're all going to be happy sitting here, like Banker said, if you get Para to $1, no one's going to care. We'll be sitting here, drinking a beer and talking about how you used to think everybody hated you, and laughing about it like we are right now. And, it'll be all fun and games, and so, yeah. But yeah, it's been a ride, and no one's getting off. I can tell you that.
Yeah. But I mean, look at that chart. You got the hour chart, and it's just
very healthy,
nice, healthy chart, looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great to see. Kruger.
He's late. He was working. I remember that, man. I don't know that Cam was around for that. Man.
Are these nuts? That's funny.
Oh, that's funny. That was I don't know, another holder a long time ago had. I don't remember who it was. If anybody remembers, type it in. They someone made him an NFT with that and something in the middle. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was, we had to talk about it during huddles and stuff. And man, just that reminds me of how, where we've come since then too. $1,100 buy just came in, Rad said.
Let's go.
It is right there.
Yep. Love it. Love it.
It's because of our live stream. We'll just, what Cameron said and what we're all talking about. West Coast crypto. Thank you. West Coast crypto. Thank you, Rad.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome.
You say beer? Kruger and his beer. Truly transparent. Anything happens, instantly someone from the team comes out. Yeah. I mean, that's, Rad. I give her a lot of credit for that too. Keeping, the community admins and stuff kind of organized and staying in the chat. She's in the chat all the time, answering questions, talking. Takes a lot of time to be in there. A lot of and all the admins too. Being in there answering questions and letting us know if there's a problem and somebody else needs to get involved. And
yeah,
so it's a huge team effort, collective.
Yep. But it's going great. It's going great, and excited to have everyone here. And everyone's probably wondering what's going on. Honey, come here. Honey, come here. I gotta show you this.
Oh, the dog's playing.
She's insane. She's like bringing me her toy. I'm like, hi.
Wanting to play. Yep.
Yeah, she's bringing the toy. So I'm like under the table holding this, and she's.
I can see you moving. I can see you going like.
Yeah. Because yeah. Well, there we go. We just broke the fourth wall or whatever. No, that's she's crazy. She's 5, 6 months. Yeah, she was 5-6 months or something. She's just nuts.
Oh yeah, you got another 5 years of that. Shoot,
dude. Yeah, for real. She's so awesome. She's so great. She's calming down, but she's eating up everything. My couch is gone. I'm like, seriously. But anyway, she's a good girl.
What kind of dog is she?
She's a Labradoodle, but she looks just like she looks lab.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, our lab's gonna be 9 this year, and when she turned 4, the doctors were like, well, maybe she'll calm down in another year, and another year went by, and they're like, well, maybe soon. And then she probably didn't calm down really until she was almost 7.
Oh, really?
Now she's really calm. She's she probably laying on the bed right now and just napping, but yeah, they're a lot of fun though. A lot of fun.
Yeah, she's been so fun. I'm sitting next to my deck, like the window, and she's out on the deck, and she runs this way and then runs that way and runs this way. I'm just watching her being a complete maniac.
Yeah,
doing
that's
this.
Right. Wildlife 5. Nope, labs don't chill. Yeah, eventually they do. They do get to a point where they start to chill, but they're great. Great family dogs for sure.
Yeah. It's been fun. But,
all right, guys. Well, we're a little over an hour, so we'll probably take off. But like I said, if we fill this prepper raffle, maybe Rad and I will jump on here and do a live for a half hour, 45 minutes or something, and do a draw it and hang out with everybody, and then maybe we'll save the mega raffle if we can get that filled between now and next Saturday. I think that would be a really fun one to do live stream on Saturday, because we got a lot of 4 winners for that one, so we can draw 4 different off that one. So
how many total spots are there for that prepper rally? Like
there's 20 total. We got 14 filled right now, and it's a small one, so it's 0.05. No, sorry, 0.005 each spot, about $7, and maybe a little more now because each gone up.
Okay.
For one, we had some requests for a smaller raffle for a little bit less money, for people to be able to enter and still win NFTs. So, and then the mega raffle does have prepper giveaways in it also, and we're going to give away, the number 1 spot's going to win a pro, and the number 2 spot's going to win some preppers, number 3 spot prepper, and number 4 is going to win a free entry into the next raffle. So
awesome.
A lot of for I think it's another $8 or $9 to enter that one from the previous ones. So not much more to get, more like a 1 in 4 chance to win instead of a 1 and just a 1 drawing.
Yeah.
So let me know if you guys have any questions on that. Still taking those. See the Telegram? It's in the pin chat. Maybe we'll post it and repin it so it's right at the top. And we'll see if we can get that filled up this week.
Yeah.
We'll give 3 tickets.
Get it filled up, guys. Get it filled up. If we need to, like I can, I'll be happy to. I'll buy a spot or 2 or whatever. But I don't want to. If I win, I'll donate it. How about that? So let's get this raffle going.
Yeah, let's get them filled up. And like I said, we'll just jump on and do another fun raffle, or I might be doing a live stream on my channel this coming week. We could do it on there too. But
cool.
Yeah, let's get them filled up and get some more pros minted and given out to be staked. And the preppers that we will be buying will be from the project. So we're not going to buy the cheapest ones out there. We're going to buy the ones owned by Werx, so the money goes to the project. So yeah, we'd love to be able to get those and give those away to you guys. So let's get them filled up. We'll have another week to do it, and then we'll be back here next Saturday, and we'll be on the huddle as well on Wednesday.
Cool. So, yeah, that'll be just in time too. Remember, February 1st. I think that's the date for lock-in staking. So get in there, get the raffle, get your Pro or prepper, and get them staked. So
yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna head off. I know Cameron's got stuff to do, I'm sure, and but thank you everybody for coming. Cameron, thank you for coming as well, and it's been fun as always. And yeah, everybody join us next week, and we'll talk about what's in the works. So everybody, you guys have a great weekend, and we'll talk to y'all later.
Bye, everyone.